I read a post by one of the people I'm following online on Facebook. The name of the man is Akinabi Idris. So in his post, he narrated an event during his NYSC where he served in Kebbi State. So he discussed of a man that during those days when others are panicking about paying bills like maybe transport, when it comes to emergency, youth always complain about the bad government, the system of the country, the insufficient salary, the inadequacy of salary, blah blah. So then he said that he asked that man question because the guy was always cool and calm. Like when others are complaining, are in mood to react with the situation that's of everybody. He always seems calm. Then he asked the man question, and later he discussed that he noticed that guy always manage his money while others are reacting to money. That point piqued my attention because for me, I've never heard of someone reacting to money before. Most of the time, we have always hear that okay, people how to manage your money, how to manage your cash, your salary, and this and that. But I've never heard of a situation called reacting to money. So when I hear that, it piqued my interest. So I try to research about it, like what is the concept of reacting to money, and from my own research. So reacting to money means that your financial decisions are based on emotional and situation of your current status. It means that you make a decision based on your emotion and situation when it comes to money. Like for example, now let's say when it comes to payment of maybe your bills, you are someone that you used to panic or you used to be fearful about how to get things done at the end of the day. Or let's say when you receive your salary, you become so joyful, so emotional, and you have to spend the money just the way it comes. You understand? But when it comes to managing money, it means that you make a decision you make a decision on how the channels you want to spend your money, like wisely. How do I want to spend the money that I have? Not that you just spend money because you feel good about it. Like for example, now let's say when you have money, you feel so happy and you feel like, oh, let me buy this, let me buy that. But when you are someone that you manage money, it means that once you have money, you already have channels that okay, this portion of my money, this is what I want to use it for. This money, this is what I want to use it for. This part of my money, this is what I want to use it for. Not that you spend based on your mood. You understand? So then I try to research further. What are the differences between reacting to money and managing money? So when it comes to reacting to money, the first thing about it is that it is based on your emotion. Just as I said before, you react to money based on your emotion. For example, now, just because you feel good about a product, or let's say someone is going along you and they are making an advertisement about come and buy this, come and buy that, and just because you feel good about it, like oh, I love this thing, I like it, and you make a purchase based on that, based just on your emotion. It means you are reacting to money because if you don't have money in your account and someone advertise, even if you feel good about it, you will not buy. But since the fact that you are reacting to the money you have in your account and you're based on your emotion, or let's say you are someone that used to make impulsive buying just based on how you feel about something, or just you are hysterical about, oh, I just received my salary. Then because of that high mood, that elevated mood of, oh, I have money, you feel better, you are joyful. Everybody have that mood when money comes in. So and then you started spending money based on that. So it means you are reacting to money based on your emotion. So here it says that Decisions are driven by feelings, by excitement, or maybe by fear, or even rather by pressure. Or maybe you feel like, oh, I deserve this thing, then you buy it. Or well, we are not going to, let me say, we are not going to live this life twice. Let me just stop life because you feel good. The fact that you have money in your account and then you make a purchase, you spend that money, then you are operating based on your emotion. But when it comes to managing money, your decisions are guided by strategy. Your decisions are guided by strategy. So how can I explain the fact of a strategy? It means that you have a template, some kind of plan. Your decisions are guided by plans, by a template, by a structure. Like, okay, I have 100,000 naira right now, or let's say you are receiving salary of 100K. So now, once you have that 100K, or let's say you have 100K in your account, that is a sum of money. Then you should have a structure, some kind of plan, a strategy by which you want to spend your money. Maybe how many percent of this money is going into my saving. You want to save, for investments. You understand now? Then how many portion, like how many percent of the money are you going to spend on your personal expenses? You understand now? So you have a structure, you have a template on how you are spending your money, not just spending money or based on random emotion. When you feel good about something, you buy it. You feel good about this, you buy, or you are just excited that, oh, you know, when you receive credit alert, that excitement that, oh, you feel better and you started spending money based on that. But when you have a strategy, like, okay, how many percent of my money is going into savings, investment, personal expenses? When it comes to personal expenses, I mean payment of bills. We want to buy your essential needs. You understand now? Maybe your feeding, transport. So I mean your personal expenses. So that is the first difference. And an example of someone operating on based on emotion. Let's say you receive a an amount of 300,000 naira, and then you feel like, oh, I need to upgrade my living or my lifestyle. You feel like it. Then you started on the journey to change your house, or you change your own setting, or you feel like, I need to change my phone just based on your feeling. Those kind of feelings, everybody used to have it, but it comes to how you will react to that emotion. Because you immediately you subscribe to that emotion and you act based on that, then you are reacting to the money you have. You are not managing your money based on strategy. So, but for someone operating on strategy, then it means you spend your money based on a structure, based on a template that you have. You create a structure for yourself. You divide your money into savings, investments, reinvesting back into your business. You understand now? It's a form of structure of how you can spend your money. Maybe you are reinvesting your money back into your business, or maybe you you are you try to create a structure for your lifestyle based on budgeting. You budget your money. That is a strategy for you. So another point under this is when we talk of after effect and before plan. We have something called after effect and before plan. Let's say for example now, you are receiving your salary tomorrow, or you are receiving your pay. Money is coming for you. So there should be a plan for the money that you want to receive. Not that when you receive money, you will now be making a plan on how to spend the money. So, just as I said before in my first one, I said you act based on structure. If you have a structure of how you spend money, Then that means you already have a plan, you already have a template that okay, any money coming in for me, this is the structure of how I spend it. But for people reacting to money, they make purchase, they spend their money after the money comes in. Like for example, now they don't have any definite plan for money, they don't have any structure. Once money comes in, then they look at okay, what do I want to use this money for? Let me use this money for this, for that. Because most of the time, once you receive money, your mind goes right on how you just want to spend that money. Like it is always difficult to make plan because once money comes in, many things got into your attention that okay, you need to pay for this, you need to pay for that, you need to do this, you can your wants, you have unlimited wants, what you want to use money to for, or what you can use money for. That is want. It is different from your need, what you need and what you want. So wants are unlimited. So if you don't have a plan before money comes in, you will just waste the money on unnecessary spending. And at the end of the day, you feel people will say, I don't even know how to spend that money. I just collected my salary just few days ago and the money is gone already. And now you are struggling again for another 20 something days before you receive another salary. You understand now? So you need a structure and you need to act based on a plan before you receive money. So if not, when you receive money, you will just start spending the money randomly, and before you know it, your money is finished. But when you have a plan that you follow, you have a strategy that you follow, then you are managing money. Another point when it comes to reacting to money is a short-term relief and long-term relief. So short-term relief. When it comes to short-term relief, this is like we can say we can call it spending based on instant decision or instant gratification. You just want to satisfy yourself this moment. You see many people they will say, well, life is too short. Let me just spend this money. And at the end of the day, the same person that said life is too short, let me just spend my money, they will now come complaining, I don't even know how I spend all that money. And life is hard. After they've blown up their money into unnecessary things, they spend the money randomly without a particular structure. They don't have the channels by which they put their money into. So all they do is just they satisfy their immediate need, not caring about maybe saving money for emergencies. There are some things that they will not tell you that there are some expenses that they don't announce that they are coming. For example, now let's say you have a vehicle, maybe your motorcycle or your car. It will not announce to you that okay, the tire will get spoiled tomorrow, the brake will be damaged tomorrow, and you understand now. So things like that, or maybe your household items, maybe your generator will not announce to you that oh, I'm going to get spoiled tomorrow, and even your smartphone, anything could happen. Or maybe your charger, your phone charger, it may get spoiled or the cord, and you need to